Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come. Hunt, 60 cross.
Adrian Peterson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Mike's fine.
Now it's Haskins.
Right here.
And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
From Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
48.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
That's it, baby.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the game fast. How about that? They took his lessons to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here in the game's opening drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
2nd down, Haskins. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10. Just missed that.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch. Let's go. Mike.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
30. They're going to 53. Alert flare. Check. He's coming. We got double up. There we go. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Well run, Peterson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Each assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's what I do.
For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
47, Mike. 47, 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike 56, boss.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Rush in.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll wind up being a net of 41.
Let's go.
9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're looking sharp now. They're with a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he fires one, but incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make the field a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window to pull it in there for the completion. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other guys in the league.
Keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in his 1st quarter. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're out in front last time they had a punt. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a position, get people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Come on,
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First down. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Right stone. Travel. 24. Check 24. Watch the safety creep.
Peterson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes on because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Blue down, blue down. Topper.
First down, here's a run with Peterson.
Rip left.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's it.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Mike, 54.
Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Tighten up.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check.
56, come on. 26.
First down.
Watch the draw.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's put him on the buses.
26. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Watch for Prescott. Believing the pressure right. Gonna take a shot. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard
Interception
line.
all day, baby.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Buying time to his left. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the
We call that
sack.
sack lunch.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On second down, Love. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one. Maybe your team will believe it when you send it in.
Now Peterson. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
How about the fellows with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rushing defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Going to 54. Why? 51.
I got him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Fresno. X3. 218.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry by Allen. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores around the NFL in the second week of the regular season. Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Check. Here we go, 47.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, let's go. Let's come.
Let's go.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward.
Here we go.
And indeed he did
Here we
not.
go.
They stop him. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up with 2nd and long, and a pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
21.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. They're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone to get to this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door, getting into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Ready. 6 yards. Hey, eat. 22, check, mama. Ready, go. 25,
First
check,
down.
25, check,
It's
25.
Peterson. Peterson first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and goal at
On the double.
3-yard line.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. He's checking.
Peterson.
Bang.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That's it. Big hit.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Mike 54. I got him.
To the air. Allen under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. He zooms in for the sack. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Give me that ball.
Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 47.
Mike's 50.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
56. All day, just like that. Just like
They go back down. It's been busy. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
last stop.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
47. Hey, watch the lane.
26.
They got Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a one-shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a successful goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover it, double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds of going ball, you're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins looking deep for Gabriel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you, boy.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There we go. 51. Hey, watch the slant.
On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up
You don't want no
for 3rd
problems.
down.
You don't want no problems with me.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 88. Check 88.
Off.
56 the month.
Here we go, 47.
56.
26.
Check. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We gonna work.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Go to base.
Mike's 5-4.
Y'all not ready.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
54.
I got
Minimum.
You're in the down, you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
This makes 0 sense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Haskins looking deep for Gabriel. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He looked to throw. This to Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time.
Yeah, they're going to run a 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Shift. No. Off.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This time it's Peterson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's it, baby.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And this is incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Cowboys take over
There we go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Come on, fellas.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
We're going to 54. Why? Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch the run. Ball trot. Hey, check.
First down throw for Prescott.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Not today, you are. Not today.
You're a nice guy. You're kind of savage. But correct. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Fire.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And Thomas has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Redskins, first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Haskins eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise of throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.